Here's another example on finding the trigonometric function given this trig function and its value and where it's located. It tells us that cosine of t is equal to negative 2/5, and it's found in, whoops, there's a mistake here, t greater than pi but less than 3/2 pi. And to use basic identities and the signs of the trig functions in each quadrant to find each value. Okay, so let's make a drawing of our coordinate plane just to see where t is. T is less than 3 pi halves. This is 3 pi halves down here, and this is pi. So it's in between these two angles. That means this is quadrant 1 to third quadrant. This is where my angle is, in the third quadrant. Okay, that's where t is. And this is important because that helps me tell if it's positive or negative, the sign of the function that I'm looking for. So I have to find tangent of t. They're giving me cosine of t. I know that in order to find tangent of t, I am going to need to find the sine of t first, because with the basic identities, I know that the tangent of t is equal to the sine of t over cosine of t. Okay, so if I want to find tangent and I already have cosine, I need to find sine. Okay, so to find sine given cosine, I'm going to use the Pythagorean identity that says cosine squared of t plus sine squared of t equals 1. Since I have the cosine, I'm going to plug it in here, negative 2/5 square plus sine squared of t equal 1. This is going to give me 4/25 plus sine squared t equal 1, and then I solve for sine squared of t by subtracting 4/25 on both sides. Sine squared of t is equal to 25/25 minus 4/25, and that equals 21/25. Sine squared of t. Now I want to know what sine is, so that means I have to take the square root on both sides, and remember this is going to be plus minus. Now, am I going to choose plus or minus? Well, since I'm in quadrant 3 and sine is my y coordinate, it's going to be negative. So I'm going to use the negative here. Okay? Sine of t is equal to negative square root of 21/5. Okay? I found sine of t. Now, with that sine of t, I'm going to go ahead and find tangent. Let's scroll up. Okay, I'm going to write that I found that sine of t is equal to the negative square root of 21/5. Now I'm going to find what they had asked for originally, which was tangent of t. And I said that tangent of t is equal to the sine of t over the cosine of t. So let's substitute our values. Tangent of t is equal to negative square root of 21/5, which is the sine, divided by the cosine, which is negative 2/5. Remember, whenever we're dividing fractions, it is equivalent to multiplying the numerator by the reciprocal of the denominator. Okay, notice I'm multiplying a negative times a negative. This will be positive, and this 5 I can cancel out with that 5, so I will have square root of 21/2 positive. So the tangent of t is equal to the square root of 21/2, positive value. and you're done. Notice how this is like a multi-step problem. They give you cosine, they tell you where it is, and they want you to find tangent. But in order to find tangent, you need to know what sine is. So we look for sine, we determine that the sine function here has to have a negative value because it is in the third quadrant, and any y value in the third quadrant will be negative. And once we figured that out, then we used it here to find the tangent, which uses sine over cosine. And we've arrived at our result. Try this on your own and then check your answer. I'll see you in the next video.